know what time it is. Building the franchise Miami Dolphins, episode 6 in our first season here in NBL season 57. This is the second time that we're covering the Miami Dolphins. The sixth time we're covering the Miami Dolphins here in this season. And it's been a rocky road. Get that music off. A little bit behind there. Quibble says Houston without Nico and Diggs, I think shouldn't have to force too much. Should be able to just feed Achane. I mean, that's pretty much what the game plan has been for a while now. Is feeding Achane, especially in the passing game. He's just been so explosive. Even though Tyreek Hill caught a crosser in our game, I think it was episode 4 against the Jets, and the last time we broadcast them as well. So he's kind of came on just a little bit, but you haven't seen a ton of Jalen Waddle. There's a seam wide open. What is Miami doing? That's just a missed throw from the Houston Texans wearing red. CJ Stroud a little bit off there. He's been pretty good this season. This team finished 10-7 as our Miami Dolphins finished 11-6. There we go. We should be good. Looks like it's punt unit time for the Houston Texans. 15 seconds into the first quarter, they've already ran 3 plays. Houston's going to have to learn to run the ball. I mean, without these star receivers, it's going to be tough. Miami defense has to communicate. I agree with that. 4th and 11, that's a good start to the game. We usually start off behind. I mean, you guys know how it goes. And we're going to do something every time we come to a new BTF. We're going to play the last replay and see if we remember it. So here's the last thing. Oh, what the heck? Oh, that's not Houston, is it? Did that just happen today? All right, I'm confused, man, because my last instant replay wasn't that play. Did they play the Texans in the last game that they just played on? I'm going to have to find out now. They played Miami in Week 15, but that wasn't our last stream. The last stream was the Week 18 versus the Jets. There's a deep pass. Tyreek Hill over the top. He's got speed. Touchdown, Miami Dolphins. You know the deal. You know the drill. Oh, baby. Are we? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Seven to 0. Just a minute gone off the clock. There's an interception, Miami, from CJ Stroud. He threw a bunch of those this season. It's Brooks with the INT number 20 here from the Miami Dolphins roster. Playing that secondary position, I believe. Second and 8 upcoming for the Actually, number 20 is Jordan Brooks, our middle linebacker. 26-year-old, one of his first interceptions. That was a terrible throw. There's a handoff again. Achane fighting forward. This is big. If we can pick up a touchdown here, oh shit. All good, all good. If we can pick up a touchdown here, 4:24 left. For some reason my TV's on. What's going on here? This could be big to go up 7, and there's a touchdown. 14-0 run to start this game pending this extra point. But let's see how they got into the end zone here. Just an easy audible out of this. This was 2nd and 8. Sorry about that. Nice seal. Great block by 73. Achane into the end zone. Quibble said, Achane, feed this guy. We've been doing it in the passing attack, and we sprinkled in some runs, but it's good to see some goal line, red zone runs from this Miami Miami offense. The defense has done a phenomenal job. They forced a punt on the first drive from the Houston Texans. They got them into a 3rd and 11. They were unable to pick it up. And then a turnover on the first pass from C.J. Stroud opening the second drive. And here's a fun fact. The first 3 plays from the Houston Texans, for them to punt on 4th down, they had only taken 15 seconds off the game clock. There's another miss from C.J. Stroud, 4:04 left. And right here, just over the middle, let's take a look and see what he was looking for here. Here's the man coming across. Oh, the secondary guy, man. That's still a risky throw. You got a linebacker sitting in the middle of the field there, and you're just hoping he kind of falls for those double ends. I don't know about that hand up there to the left side. Big time hit. Laying the lumber. 41, getting it done for the team that often lays under the sun. What the hell am I talking about? The Miami Dolphins, of course. Big time hit stick there, laying La Lumber, and now it's going to be a 3rd and 8. I'll put it on the screen. 3rd and 8 for you guys. 3:41, 3:40 left. Clock is a ticking. Obvious man coverage. Let's see if they have a beat for this. Nobody really open and off the man. This has been a terrible performance. Let's see the replay here from the skill position players on the offense, the wide receiver and the quarterback. Again, finally, C.J. Stroud throws a catchable pass, and yeah, he had to lead forward a little bit. Maybe not the best placement, but another drop for the Houston Texans. They have to, and their fan base has to be upset right now. Wow. Back in motion, play action, looking, watch the left side, looking for that corner's got him, man. Oh, could have cut underneath it for the pick, didn't do it. That's Jalen Waddle. We haven't seen a ton of him as he's dancing and romancing on the sideline. A little too much, a little over juking. This was a dangerous throw because he kind of, oh man, the break was so upfield. There's an unnecessary juke, unnecessary spin. Still a nice pickup. 1st and 10. There's the handoff to Achane. Quibble said more Achane today. 5 rushes, 30 yards. How you like them apples? Three possessions for the Houston Texans so far in 2.5 minutes of gameplay. 3 possessions. First one ended in a punt. The second one ended in an interception at the first drive. I mean, at the first throw, the first play of that drive. That was a very short drive. I guess they've really had 2 drives. Then the second drive ends in another punt. The Miami Dolphins, who I often call the Miami Dolphins, they're playing some D today. And this is important because it's the wild card and we're on the road here. So this has been a great job for them, and Achane looks like he's going to walk in for a touchdown. He's going to be real close here, down to the 1-yard line. Handoff inside, 2nd and goal now from the 2. We're at the 1-yard line. I always feel like when the defenses are stacking inside, like we're getting a look right now. Look how many people in the box, 9 people in the box. Even though I feel like I could run to that right side if I wanted to. Maybe not the best example. And they did run to the right side. Touchdown. Touchdown. Miami Dolphins. Play of the game nominee, why not? That was a tough spot to score. When you get inside that 2, when you're running the ball against a defense that's got about 9 in the box, maybe 9 in an extended box. Sticking with that run there to the right side where you saw a little bit of gap, you'd like to see the defense kind of tighten that up, clean it up. It's 21-0 past the stick time in the NBL right now. Can you believe that? 21-0, Miami Dolphins. And there's still $1:39 left in the first quarter. Buckle up, get your sleeping bags. It's going to be a long night. And here's the drive. Here's a play that started this drive. Quick throw, finds Waddle, and he just FTFs. That's flipping the field, boys, down to the 25-24-yard line. He's kind of what started that whole drive, making that big play. Like he had a deep comeback there on the right side. Stroud was looking for him. Fuller with great defense there at that cornerback position. Shotgun formation. See if they get vertical with any of these guys here. They're good on that right side. It's going to be 2 guys, 1 coming underneath. Got to play the underneath guy. A little slow to the punch there at the linebacker position. So basically they had 3 receivers over here in some trips action. And the first guy, he's on either a deep cross or he's going upfield. This guy was coming underneath. The linebacker did a great job moving with this guy, handed him off. He needed to come back down here and then take this slant coming across. Could have probably got a covered sack out of C.J. Stroud. And there's another phenomenal play in the backfield. 15 Phillips. We talked about him in episode 5 against the New York Jets and also episode 4. Maybe a little bit. I know that game was a blowout. Shotgun formation coming up for the Houston Texans. C.J. Stroud. Dropping back. Good protection. Throws it underneath. Should have been picked off. Somehow wasn't. That might be the spark that they needed. Under 45 seconds here left in the first quarter. 21-0, the Houston Texans weaseled themselves out of that interception. I like this defense versus that coverage versus the balance on the field. Could have played the screen a lot better if you're Miami. Just didn't recognize it at all then. Out of that gun split. Hey guys, let everybody know that we're live here watching this game, and the Miami Dolphins are up 21-0. Come join us and watch maybe a collapse from the Miami Dolphins. Whatever will get you here. You can let everybody know we're live. Appreciate that. There's a cutback from Mixon. Mixon had a phenomenal year. You want to talk about maybe a resurgence in his career, maybe a big payday coming out for Joe Mixon? Behind Isaiah Pacheco, Keaton Mitchell, Breece Hall, Devon Achane, and Jonathan Brooks. You're going to forget about how well Joe Mixon ran this season, and maybe not right now, not looking too good. But statistically, Joe Mixon, 204 carries, 1396, just 4 yards shy of 1,400 yards. And he had 9 touchdowns, and that's in the running game. In the passing game, Joe Mixon had 3 touchdowns on 39 receptions for 523 yards. That's almost 2,000 yards total for this guy. There's a nice pass. Stephon Diggs is playing. We told you he was a game-time decision. It's just real hilarious when a team gives out their injury report and it's wrong. That was the first thing he said was Diggs was hurt. It was lies. Throws it underneath to the left side. I think bailed out of that real quick. Joe Mixon. And they're mixing in the run and mixing in the pass game. Watch out. Miami Dolphins. We've had some of these collapse games before. Here we go, Miami with the ball. 21-7, 5:18 left. And I'll tell you what, one turnover, one stop right now with the pace, the pace of this game is probably 3.5 possessions left. There's probably 4 possessions if you include ours left in this half. That's how crazy it's been, and there's been some turnovers is the reason why that's happened, but nonetheless, statistical exaggeration maybe. Up the middle. Picks up a few. That's Achan once again. Picks up 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 5. 21-7 with 5:10 left. 5:11 left here in the game clock. If Houston picks up a fumble, an interception, anywhere from this area, and they score, I mean, you're 21-14. And Miami does get the ball to start the second half. So it's important. Oh, that's going to be Tyreek Hill once again. You can't overthrow him. Touchdown, Miami Dolphins. We're going to see that replay in just a second. That is a play of the game nominee. Tyreek Hill down the sideline. Let's take a look at this play. Tyreek Hill's in motion here. And what kind of space do you have on him? Just lays it out to play it out. And the safety did a phenomenal job trying to get back. Just can't get back that fast. We'll see it one more time. We got a couple seconds here. Look at this. You're beat right there. You're in motion. You're 5 yards off the line of scrimmage with Tyreek Hill. Bye. Back to live action here. 1st and 10. Man in motion in the backside. On an orbit kind of screen. There's another missed throw from C.J. Stroud. What's going on with C.J. Stroud? I'm going to ask the chat. That's a glaring issue and kind of the reason why they've been unable to keep drives alive. Oh, good spin move inside from Joe Mixon. Shotgun formation, tight set. Halfback sit in motion, wide left. Texans dropping back, and they take another sack. And who else but number 44, Robinson, putting quarterbacks on the floor, on the field. Third punt of the game. Defense has been the reason this Miami Dolphins team, big plays, yes. Tyreek Hill has 2 of them. Just lay it out, flip the field, get in the end zone. Jalen Waddle has another one. So it's been some big plays on offense, but defensively tightening up. That has been impressive. Forced 3 punts already, an interception on one of the possessions, and you gave up a touchdown on one. So 5 possessions, 3 punts, 1 turnover, and a tutty. Missed throws from the young C.J. Stroud has kind of been a big issue, and a couple drops at the receiver position The Texans just haven't been able to sustain a real drive outside of one time, but they've had 5 possessions. Fake jet, there's a handoff. Achane trying to pick up some, picks up 2. So on a 2nd and 10, they run a zone fake jet to Achane, hoping the defense overreacts. I mean, it is a 28-7 game, 3:44 left, but at the same time, on 2nd and 10, I want to pick up something a little bit more than 2 yards. And that was the whole point, right? Watch that left side. That's Tyreek Hill again, and that's a touchdown. That's Jalen Waddle, touchdown. Play of the game nominee. We'll put that on the board. Wow. 35-7. Let's take a look at this replay. Here's the 3rd down. Whipple points out that Houston has come back from 21-0 before. Swatted down at the line of scrimmage, about 10 yards behind the line of scrimmage. You've already seen the linebacker Brooks, number 20, in the secondary getting interceptions. Now he's in the backfield harassing C.J. Stroud. The 27-year-old looked like his own man picked. I got to see what happened. 44 to linebacker. Looks like he just went down and picked his own guy. Let's see what happens here. Yep, that's exactly what happened. Trying to get to the angle route, he undercut his own guys. That should have been an easy layup for C.J. Stroud underneath. Just didn't see it, I don't think. And in motion left to right here. C.J. Stroud trying to pick up this big 3rd and 10 with 3 minutes left in the second quarter. They're going to force another punt from the Texans. That'll be number 4. There's a throw to the right side, and yes, that's 4 punts so far from the Miami Dolphins defense. First, we'll talk about Houston's offense. They're top 10 in the pass and in the run, and they average the 4th most points per game at 34. They've now forced 4 punts and got an interception. Only 1 touchdown. So 6 possessions, 4 punts. My math is correct. That's 66% of the time they're forcing punts. You're not going to win like that. Oh, 2 guys open there. Miami's defense coming into this. 19th against the pass, 19th against the rush, giving up 28 points per game. Really exceeding expectations tonight, this Miami Dolphins defense. Oh, nice screenplay call. Got to beat one man. Gets him to the sideline and beats him. And gets clotheslined by his man and the other man. It looks like they actually did a tag team WWF, we'll say 1989, tag team clothesline. Go Dolphins. 4th and inches coming up. Second quarter, 2:38. Miami Dolphins putting a licking on these Houston Texans. And Houston's at home. You haven't really heard the fans except for they booed quite loudly a couple times. 4th and inches. You got to think Miami's going to go for this. Up 35-7. This is a chance to put it all away. 42-7. We cut the streak. Oh, Tua just takes it. He don't have any concussions in our world yet. So I guess that's how we're going to run Tua. Tua takes a big hit in the playoff but stays in the game. Tough competitor. That play wasn't. There's your quarterback sneak. Find that play and run that. They'll just shoot you forward. I gotta stop giving you guys ideas. It's bell to ass, 35-7. But I don't think it's over yet. 42-7, we go off the air. 35-point leads. There's just no way. Houston, they struggle with CJ Stroud. Stays on his feet. They're trying to get a fumble as Achane turns that 1st and 10 to a 2nd and 1. $150 left, 18-yard line, 2 yards into the red zone. CJ Stroud missed so many throws today. I mean, to open receivers and not really even under duress during the pass, just outside of their catch zone, and you saw it so many times. And then when he finally is able to reel it in a bit, he gets 2 drops on critical downs, on critical possessions that forced them to punt. I think it was the 3rd possession. You got the receivers letting you down. Second and goal from the 5-yard line. About a minute, 2 minute, 1 minute, 0. 59 seconds left in this first quarter as time is a movement. Hand off there to the left side, trying to get outside, tries to find his way back. The cutback angles have been good, and he's been running real smooth, Achane. Let's take a look at this. When he gets outside, he's running this little off tackle. He's probing, and when he sees the push this way, he tries to find this little lane to squeeze into. As they try to run on 3rd and goal, it doesn't happen. 38-7, timeout, Houston. .30 seconds left. Does Houston throw another 31-point lead, man? It's really close to me shutting this off. Do the Texans throw an interception here, or do they score? One of the two things are happening. CJ Stroud, he just can't put that ball down and away from the defender. Southeast. What the hell am I saying? I thought it was the end of the 4th quarter, not a halftime. There you go. He just needs to get hit as he's thrown. Tank Dell. First down, Houston Texans. 20 seconds left. They're moving. You're watching Building the Franchise, Miami Dolphins here on the NBL Network. Make sure you give us a follow so you don't miss any of the upcoming action. Don't forget the 360 podcast. Just happened a couple hours ago. Drag, doesn't take the drag, still never took the drag, deserves to get picked there. What the hell is going on? You could have picked up 12 yards and just got out of bounds. But you had 2 timeouts too. I don't even understand that. I got to see that replay. Oh, too late. I did it too late. What was that? What was he doing? Dropping back, CJ Stroud just lobs it to the middle of the field, deserves to get that picked as well, and he does. There's 9 seconds left, and Jalen Ramsey has the ball. 100% you're going to see Wildcat coming out of this formation. Well, I guess 99%. It hit the 1% once. Appreciate everybody checking us out. Play a Quibble, Big Sal, October, Madden Dad, kid named Pat, and Miller Thriller in the building. They nerfed that pump fake cheat you were doing, I guess. Nobody caught it. Kansas City, I mean, God, I hate Houston wearing this red. It makes it when I'm half looking at the screen, I keep questioning myself who's playing who. Oh, dangerous tackle battle. Win there for the Miami Dolphins. What's going on, JB? There's a handoff to the left side. Achane really nowhere to go. 3rd and 9 coming up. 5:30 left. That was a 30-second three-play drive right there. Well, I guess 2 plays so far. I don't really like this play at all, but maybe that comeback does something. Nope, you're going to be in zone coverage. Oh, there it is. That's going to be almost a pick. That's a great throw from Tua. We're going to see that one again. That is a precision pass. Hit the sound. No drafting a quarterback needed when you got a quarterback that can throw like this. Look at that. Just places the ball right where it needed to be. Receiver gets on the same page. Very nice, very nice. Don't forget you're watching the NBL Network here on twitch.tv/NBL Network. If you're interested in joining, check us out on X at the Bomber League or also on neonsports.com. Uh-oh. Halfback. Pass almost gets picked off. 38-7. Second and 10. Just ran that halfback pass. Literally just ran it and didn't get nothing on it. It's 3rd and 14. This is where we struggle to make the throws. But right now, Tua he's got his glasses on, as October would say. He finds Achane on that I thought was a red zone corner. As we're looking like we're going to get a depth chart change. All right. Let's hit some music then. There goes Miami, 1st and 10. They've just picked up that 3rd down. It looks like Achane is going to be taking a seat for the rest of the game. Appreciate everybody checking us out here. Over 10 viewers. Good portion of the show so far, but a touchdown for Miami here. And the show is no mo. 38-7. Wildcard round, Miami Dolphins. We're cruising to the next round. Who do we play if we win this? I demand to know. Oh, dangerous back shoulder. Holds on to the ball. That's a tight window. Finding Jonnu Smith. Baby, that was a tight window. And that was a big hit. Receivers, let's see this again. Thompson's in the game. Thompson don't care either. If you watch the 360 podcast, you know that Thompson don't care. He's going to sling that ball when he comes in. Shotgun formation for Thompson, the right-hander here. Direct snap to the halfback. Down to the 21-yard line. 2nd and 5. 2:30 left here in the third quarter. Oh, he takes the option. Cuts inside. Stays on his feet. He's going to be a little short here. Well, we get a holding that brings us back. 2nd and 15. Ravens versus Dolphins. Second and 15 gets an easy one, little sit-down hitch route. We've seen Miami kind of bring more of that in, especially after that Week 13 Green Bay loss in Episode 4. That was a struggle. Broncos, Chargers, and Ravens, Dolphins. Very interesting. Ravens coming off a high-scoring victory today. $41-7, $154, 45 left in the third. We're going to call it here. This game's over like Rover, sorry. But we're moving on to the divisional round. If anything changes, I'll hop back on the computer, get the stream back up. But this game is over as it can be, I believe. Building the franchise. Miami Dolphins.